Oh wow.
I'm sitting up straight.
And I am too.
That's crazy.
Oh, my torso is so small.
You do have a long torso.
Yeah.
You seem pretty proportionate though.
Yeah, you do seem
Like
proportionate.
I feel like I'm proportionate as well. Like I don't have long legs or long.
What do you say, AJ?
You're weird. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Honestlee. And our guest today is matching the sign. Did you plan that?
Yeah.
Oh, she knew! So we got Savi Kooyman, or Savi.
Mm-hmm.
She is a junior on the UCLA team.
She is a part of the 2018 National Championship team. And then also in 2017, when she was in club, she was the state all-around champion, floor champion, and bars champion.
Welcome to the show, Savi.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
First, make sure to like, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
and hit the notification bell. Okay, so I brought the video of the day today.
Woo! Let's see what you got.
And
Video of the day.
it was sent to me on Twitter, and it is from Kids Getting Hurt. Don't worry, he is
Here.
Don't worry, he is fine, but I just thought
Oh,
this was
I'm scared.
I don't get
He went forward. He wasn't ready.
Yeah,
That I just don't get how he jumped forward.
same. I mean, like, slipped / jumped forward, but then turned to the side.
I don't
He
think
like
he
tried
slipped.
to gain her.
I think he jumped forward.
Let's
You guys
review
watch
this
it again.
How did you that?
He definitely did
jump.
not slip. Oh, my side.
So,
Pretty well,
sorry
credits
to that
you.
man.
Yeah. Hope you're okay.
Feel better. That's probably the peanut butter baby though. It's a good funny.
Second video of the day.
Second video of the day, you said, "Aw."
Peanut butter like all over him. He goes, "Aw."
That
This
is
is
nice.
the peanut butter baby.
What have you been doing to your brother?
I know.
You don't know.
I just grabbed him.
You were scrubbing him?
Aw.
No wait.
I knew you two must have been getting into something, but I just didn't imagine it would be this.
Oh my
Does
god.
it feel good?
He's like a man. Like so sophisticated. Like, does it feel good?
Okay, Savi, let's get to you.
Okay.
We have so many things to talk about. I'm so excited. But you're in season right
I
now.
am.
Oh, are you excited?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any pre-meet rituals when you compete?
I do.
Really?
Kind of. I have this little fairy dust stuff that's like sparkles. And I've always put it on before meets, so like I always have to put it on my eyes, and like lately I've been putting it in my hair too.
Oh.
yeah.
Savi's a little fairy.
Did you do that freshman year too? Or is this
Yeah.
newer? Okay. I've never seen this fairy dust. Alright, so I've noticed you changed your bar dismount
I did.
from a tucked full in to a double layout.
Yes.
Yo, it's so good. If you guys have not seen Savi's new dismount, it's like stunning.
It floats.
Oh, thanks guys.
Why did you make the switch?
I made the switch because my other dismount was very inconsistent, and especially towards the end of the routine, I feel like I never knew if I was gonna land it or land on my face. I could tell in the air, but by that point it was too late.
Well,
You're like,
Yeah.
sorry, coach.
Yeah, like, and there was points where like it was good, but there was also like it just went through phases of like a week where I just couldn't make it, and I'd be so frustrated, and like a week where it'd be good. So it was just like hit
But
or
I feel
miss.
you. It's a hard dismount.
It
Because we
is.
were discussing how a double layout, like, you know, when you get the tap right, it's just easier.
It just
seems
flows.
like physically.
Yeah.
Because when you tuck and twist, you gotta tuck and get your hips up and your knees
Yeah.
up and then twist and then like work your whole core.
Then see the ground.
and then see the ground.
Double A is just more like you tap and then you're like, wee. So it was was not easy for me to learn. Okay, it was coming along. I learned from a tap swing first and like figuring it out, and then I was starting from giants. It was like kind of coming along. I would do like a kind of double layout thing-ish. And then I went through a week where I just went like straight downhill. Every one I tried, it would just ping to my head. Like,
That's so
I would
scary.
try so hard that I would like tap and like boom. And I'd do so many in the pit, and I was just like so upset and so frustrated. And then I had to relearn it again from a tap swing, and then I finally got the hang of it.
So how did you make it consistent then? Because it looks so good now. Like, you didn't even struggle, but you guys, there's sometimes a struggle behind the perfect routine.
It was a struggle for sure. I was scared that I wasn't gonna have a dismount at the end of it. I was like, well, I have no dismount. This is great. I think I just found my cues with it. I do, so on my 2 giants before I straddle, and then on my last giant before the dismount, I keep my legs together.
Oh, that's what I used to do.
Yeah, well, first of all, I studied her dismount all
I
summer.
think it's
Like,
funny.
how does Peng do this?
That's right. I didn't straddle at the end.
So then I kind of like tried that, and that helped me like, because I have a problem where I used to always tap super early. So like this one you have to tap late. So when I found that if I kept my legs together, I was able to tap later. So that's just my cue.
That's like a hard switch, honestly.
Yeah.
Because learning the tap, because I tried that. The second I tried to put it in between bars, I was like, yeah, we got to go back to the full in.
Wait, and to clarify, you did not learn this before.
No.
This is just like
this is
totally
new.
new.
Completely new. Yeah, I had to learn from scratch.
See, you guys can learn skills even when you're 21. Woo!
I'm a lady.
There's no-
I'm a lady.
She's a woman.
I'm a woman.
Okay, Sav. So, since you guys are in season and you're traveling a lot, how do you take care of yourself when traveling? Like food, homework, sleep? Because traveling takes a toll on your body, especially when you're flying.
Yeah, I mean, like traveling, it's easier to manage like classes and stuff like that and studying because we have like set out like times to study. Food wise, I feel like it's also easier on the road because they plan out our food. So we get dinner when we get there, like off the plane, and we get breakfast at the hotel. So it's like kind of less stress. Like I feel like they try to ease us with stuff like studying and food because we're more focused on like we have to compete.
You know, I never
make
really.
their lives. I never thought about it.
I never thought about it
like,
either.
It's literally their job. Like, hey,
Yeah.
let's like
'Cause,
make
like-
their lives as easy as possible.
Yeah, just think about it. If we were like on the road and we had to figure out like
What to
when
eat.
to study, what to eat, like where to go, that's
Mm.
like stressful. I feel like.
That is stressful. What about sleeping on the road? Because you have the plane ride, then you have to compete, and then
Yeah.
you have a roommate when you sleep.
I mean, I'm used to a roommate. Pula's my roommate. She's great. Sleeping's not really an issue because we kind of all go to bed early at the same time, and I feel like there's nothing else to do but like
Sleep.
go to sleep.
That's
so
true.
Because
we all just kind of go to sleep.
It's like a business trip, you know? Like,
Yeah,
that's
Because
true.
you know how, like, well, these at UCLA, other sports have the freedom to do other things, but we never really did. I feel like the one time we did was when we went to Seattle, we went to the gun wall.
I feel like we get in and we leave.
Yeah.
So it's so quick and the turnaround's so quick. But I also feel like they do room us with people who we wouldn't stay up late with.
Yeah, they
Right.
choose
You know.
accordingly.
What advice do you have to people who are traveling who aren't on a schedule?
I'd say like just try to keep a normal schedule. Like if you normally eat 2 hours before you practice, like eat 2 hours before you compete too. Like don't try to change up your schedule because that I feel like kind of gets to me.
Yeah.
Like I try to just keep everything normal.
I feel like if I would have done something differently, it would have been to do homework in the car, because I would always sleep in the car.
Ooh, I would get car sick.
I'd
Oh my
say
gosh.
unless you get car sick or on the plane, like I never
Right.
really did homework while traveling because I would just sleep.
Studying in the plane is actually kind of hard for me. Like
I always fall asleep.
I fall asleep.
It's so easy to fall
there was
asleep.
this one time I think I was sitting with Miss Val.
Same, and you're trying so
I was
hard.
trying so hard to stay awake, like reading, and like I think at one point I put my like hood like here, and I was reading my book like this, and my hair was like this, and my eyes were shut. And I was just like I hope she doesn't notice I haven't turned the page. And you're like nervous too.
Yeah.
And you're like kind of like you're even like nervous to like get your snack out or something. Like and the thing is like she's not like that at all. Like
She really isn't.
She would be like if I got the cookie, she'd be like whatever. But like but it's like in our heads we'd be like no, we need to be.
We're gonna go back to bars. You get really gnarly
Oh my gosh.
rips on
She
your
does.
wrist.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk about how you take care of it, like any tips you have, because I know, okay, if you're a gymnast, you're going to get rips. I know some people, actually, I don't know if there are lucky
so
people
bad.
that don't, but like,
If you have never gotten a rip, please comment down below.
yeah,
I
because
would
I'm
like
very
to know who
curious.
you are.
Or if you're like a hand ripper or a wrist ripper, because I was a hand
Oh, I was a
person.
wrist ripper.
But hers are like, hers
Wait,
are on like
can you
her
go to the
arm.
camera?
Yeah.
And go close. Oh my god.
Yeah. This one did it.
And they're like bruised a little bit.
Dang.
So, but hers are, I remember I saw a video and you're like, I don't even feel them anymore. Because it gets to a point where they're like so deep that you don't really feel the pain, but they're like
Yeah,
bleeding.
it's more just like the first turn I take, I'm like, ow, and then it starts bleeding, I'm like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's weird how that works, but it really is,
Yeah.
is a thing. But how
It
deep? Because yours are,
Yours
are
are probably the
intense.
worst that I've seen.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so it's like entirely my fault because like I could use wristbands that are longer, but I have a weird thing where so when I first started bars, I didn't use wristbands at all. Like I just put it on my skin. And then
Oh my god.
Wait,
Did you
why?
have,
no one told me.
did you have
No one
those
told you
grips?
you
No.
needed wristbands?
No.
Did you have those grips that were like kind of padded then?
No. So then my coach like started noticing my wrists, like they're super bad. He was like, "What? Why aren't like you need to put something on?" So I'm like, "Okay, like pre-wrap and tape." So I did pre-wrap and tape, like no wristband. And then finally,
Oh my gosh.
but then my whole wrists were so bad because like when I started getting like higher and doing like release moves and like longer
Right.
routine, then my wrists were pretty bad. Then he was like, he found these wristbands in the lost and found, and he was like, use this, and like I was like, it's too thick, so we like cut them and did that, and then I taped over the wristband, and then
And you still use that to this day?
so I used those from age 13 until freshman year.
Oh my gosh. She used lost and found wristbands.
And they were like, they're supposed to be white, and they were like,
Probably the
No way.
nastiest.
No, I do have
color.
to say, Savi, every time you were on bars, your wrists smell like
yeah, like
they-
so bad.
so bad. I remember Savi would chalk. I'm like, what is that?
Because they get nasty. I think the longest I had wristbands at a time were, once I got to college, it was a year.
Uh-huh.
But I think I had them for like 2, maybe 3-ish years.
Yeah, when they're soft, it's not fun because then they slide.
Like
and
I would literally spray them with water, like get chalk on
oh
it,
yeah,
and then
dip it in the chalk.
dip it in chalk.
There's a whole
Just
like it's like
anything.
cooking the wristband.
literally anything to get like friction on them. But
Yeah.
I think I want to say the longest I had wristbands were 3 years. But girl, she had
Yeah, a long time. This summer, I got new pink wristbands.
Aw.
pink.
Yeah, and they're pink. I'm using those now, and they're fine. But I like to put my grip like half on my wristband, half on my skin.
That's so funny.
Because I feel like it just stayed. Like, I hate my grips slide up.
yeah,
Mm.
that's
and so
true.
when I do that, they don't slide. This year, I was like, okay, I need to stop it. Like, I need to try longer wristbands. And I did try it, and that day, I peeled off the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, so
don't,
yeah.
don't switch it up.
Yeah,
Keep
so
it
then I was like,
consistent.
I'm never doing it again.
I'm never doing it again.
I'm fine. I'll live with this until I graduate.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be gone by the time you graduate.
Yeah.
so- or not by the time, but after you graduate.
It'll be fine. Yeah, and I'll
Yeah.
be.
I feel like that's the theme of this episode. Keep it consistent. Like,
Yeah.
don't even, because you thought, like, maybe, like, I should try this. Like, maybe this will help
Yeah.
me out. This is crazy. I shouldn't have these. And the second you did it, it didn't work for you.
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that you like and don't like, what was your least and favorite thing about training?
My favorite thing is just being with all the girls. Like, it's so fun. Like, we have dance days and, like,
That's so cool.
we have this thing called,
love-
well, it changes every day, but it used to be Studio Sundays, where, like, our warm-up would be we just learn a dance.
That's fine.
Yeah. And it's, like, just so much
Nice.
fun. And so, like,
So
now we
nice.
know all these dances, and whenever the song comes on, we all just break out into dance.
That's so fun.
I love
Yeah,
that.
and
I
it's
love
just
that.
it's so much fun. Like, I feel like the vibe this year in the gym is just so fun. And I think I've learned this year, like, finally I learned. But I do best when I'm just, like, having fun and dancing around.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, that was
if I'm
me.
too serious,
Same.
if I'm too serious, like, I get in my head and I mess up. So I literally just have to be dancing, talking, like, about whatever, and then just go do a routine, and I'm fine. Before I go, I think I literally think, like, about, like, nothing. I don't think about, I literally just go.
Who blacks out?
I-
That's crazy.
That was Gracie. Gracie says she
I
blacks out.
have done that before, but
Really?
not every time.
Mm.
But, okay, I think that's a little bit normal, because, like, after my routines, I usually don't remember exactly what happened.
See, that
That's
blew my
so
mind.
crazy.
When Gracie mentioned that, I was like, what? You black out? Like,
I feel like
now
a lot
I
of
get
people
it, but-
do because they
that's
talk
crazy.
about when you're in the zone, it's like white noise
And you black out.
and you black out.
Okay, I remember the routine, and in the routine, I'm doing my cues, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm, like, in it. But when I land, I'll think like back. I'm like, did I hit that handstand? I don't know.
Okay, so what's your least favorite thing about training?
That's so hard.
I love that she said that's hard.
I know, which is good because I'm conditioning.
I mean, honestly, probably the circuit, the 829.
What is that?
So it's this really hard conditioning circuit we have to do. It's like a lot, and you have to pass it within a certain amount of time. At the end of it, you're like, feel like you're gonna pass out. Like,
When me and Peng were on the team, it used to be the 720, and when I tell you this thing gave me so much anxiety.
Same. They'd be like 720. I'd be like, I can't do it
Because you
today.
know how you're about to feel, and you just, oh gosh, it just crush my soul sometimes.
yeah, it's just like more, since the whole team is doing it, we're all just kind of bought in. We're like, all right, guys, we have to do this. Let's get it done. Like, let's
That's
just
good.
do it. And like,
You're
we
in it
just
together.
we're in it together. Like, let's just buy in and do it. And we're all there for each other. And we all want each other to pass it. So like, we're just grinding it out together. When you're done with it, like, you feel like, wow, I did that. Like,
That's cool.
You do feel
you feel like
accomplished.
a boss.
All right, guys, let's go to your Twitter questions or Instagram questions or Facebook questions, but anything,
Whatever you submitted.
whatever you submitted today.
Oh, I got one. So this one is from ACDCLA. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a dope name.
Cool. He asked, what do you miss most about the incredible championship team?
Oh, that's cute because we were on it. Yes, that would be miss most.
What do you miss most about
I miss paying internet. That's a good question. Honestly, okay, that team was so special. Like, I talk about that team all the time because I felt like, especially coming in as a freshman, like, I did not feel like a freshman at all. Like, it was like we were one. All the seniors, like, all you guys, Sonia and Pua and you guys, and like, they were all just so welcoming and so loving, and I think it just made us feel like we were just part of the whole team, and it was actually did feel like a family. Like,
Aw. What are you going to take from that going into your senior year?
I think I'm gonna try to do what you guys did, is like include us in things, invite us over for dinner, and not act like we're just so young or like,
Yeah.
oh, you're freshmen, you know what's going on. Like, I think a big thing is just like including them in everything that we do. Especially, I think it's gonna be important next year because we have such a big class of freshmen coming in.
How many? Or do you
I
know?
think it's like around 9.
Because they have technically like 8 leaving.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
My question. Oh, this is so cute. I have to ask it. Stan Nguyen says, what made you appreciate and love fairies and fairy dust?
Oh,
So cute.
I love that.
I like that question. Okay, so I feel like if I tell them this, like,
About your
they might think I'm
fairies?
crazy.
About the fairies.
Whatever, you can think I'm crazy. Ever since I was little, I've seen what I've called like my fairy. I think it's like my little guide, and it's just like this little light. And like ever since I was little, I was like my fairy. Like,
It's
Oh,
cute.
I love
and
that. I love
yeah,
It's like your magical potion that makes you you.
yeah. It's just like me. Like that's my fairy, and like it's part of me. And like I've always just loved sparkles. I've always loved pink and sparkles and fairies and unicorns.
Everything magical.
Yeah, so it's just like been my thing.
Underscore Erin Mullen. She asks, what is your major?
My major.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I just found out I got into the psych major.
Yay! Congrats!
Thank you.
It's hard to get into psych major, guys.
I was
Yeah.
really scared, but I made it in. So I'm a psych major and I'm minoring in food studies.
Ooh.
Cool. What do you want to do with it after?
I don't know. I was thinking I might want to be a dietitian for like sports
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Like that would be cool, but
I see that.
I'm not sure yet.
I think that's why I always found myself with our nutritionist, just meeting with them, because I just wanted to learn more about what I could do to help my body.
One time, like, I tried not to eat carbs for lunch and dinner
No.
because I was trying to, like, this was my junior year when I first was getting back into it. Did the whole college thing, so I had to, like, lose a little couple pounds there. But, like, I could not stay awake. Like, I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
Because, like, I needed carbs.
And
Oh, yeah.
I went through a phase like that too. I feel like all gymnasts kind of go through a weird stage with food, and like it shouldn't be that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kind of want to get into it too, and I think the site like helps me with that too. Because I feel like it's just a thing you think about, especially getting
Right.
to college. And like I went through a stage where I tried not to eat carbs too, and it wasn't right for me
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Yeah. All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's game time.
Oh baby!
We are going to be playing Let's Be Honest.
Okay.
So basically, we're gonna ask you questions. You have to answer them honestly.
Okay.
Savi, if you had to be stranded on an island, which 3 teammates would you want to be stranded with?
Oh gosh.
You gotta think
Okay.
strategic too.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
strategy.
Like survival skills.
Okay, I would definitely bring Pula because she's like my mom.
Ah.
But I was just talking about this the other day. Like Pula's actually my mom because she tells me like when to clean my room, like how to do the
So
dishwasher.
funny.
And
She's younger.
I listen. I'm like, yeah. We like cook together, but she's like the main chef. I'm like the sous chef. She's like, cut this onion. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I would definitely bring Kyla because I feel like she would just know what to do.
That's
She
true.
would.
I feel like Kyla's so
She
smart
would
in all
have-
aspects of life.
Literally, she's got it on lock in
She
life.
would have a game plan. She would
This is
solve
true.
the math problem of how to get off this island. That'd be like
She would have you like chilling in an hour, like off the island, like en
Yeah.
route to.
That's on the route.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is gonna take this long from this destination to this one.
I know.
I'll calculate the mile per hour.
I'm like, all right, let's start swimming. So Pula, Kyla, maybe Mars because she's a good singer. Like I feel like you would want music if you're stranded.
You're right. You're right.
It's true. Like to keep everyone happy, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
See, that was a strategic,
That was.
like, planning of who she wants.
Also,
Aw.
Pula would probably find food and like cook for us. And Kyla would figure out how to get off the island.
What are you
and
gonna do?
Mars would sing, and I'm just sitting there like, la, la, la. I'm just running around the island like, hey.
What 3 things do you always have in your gym bag? Fairy dust.
Rips, deodorant, and fairy dust.
What's the strangest thing you're afraid of?
Harsh one.
Okay. when I go to sleep, I'm scared to put my like hand off my bed or anything because I feel like something's under my bed and I'm just gonna grab it.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very normal fear, I feel like.
Also, if I close my eyes to wash my face, I sometimes think that when I open them, I'm gonna see something scary in the mirror.
That's me too.
Yeah.
I get like that too.
And so I'm like washing my face with one eye open. Yeah.
Like I just think someone's gonna be there.
Like it's totally unrealistic, but
I was thinking about the strangest thing you're scared of. Mine was milk mustaches. Those used to terrify me.
Why?
More, but when I was little, like I had this nightmare about like all these milk mustache people like chasing me. And I was like 5, and I swear until I was 9, I was terrified of them. You know, like the Got Milk ads scared the living daylights out of me every time we went to the store. You would, oh my gosh, I would like turn the other way, be like, no. But they like made me so uncomfortable.
That's so odd.
Yeah. What's the strangest, craziest thing that's happened to you while in competition?
This is regionals. In level 10, I think my sophomore year, I was on my last event. My whole meet was great. And then I went to bars. Bars is like my best event usually, and I'm like, all right, like just gotta do my routine. Warm up was fine. I go to compete. I jump on the board. I jump on the wrong part of the board, and I jump to a dead hang. I jump to a dead hang, and I'm hanging there, and I look over to my coach, and I'm like, and he's like,
You gotta finish.
and then the rest of the routine was like spastic. I remember I was just like freaking out.
That's like such a thing you don't want to start your routine and just.
Yeah, so I think that was pretty strange. Oh, there was another time, my first level 10 meet, it was like my first time competing in release move. My warm up was so bad, like I think everyone was scared for my life. Like this is my warm up. Blind change, fall, get off the bar, second turn, blind change, Jaeger, miss by a mile. My third turn, dismount, pull in, hit my like head/shin.
Yikes!
Oh my god.
This is all in one warm up?
That was my warm up. And then it was like, all right, you ready to compete? And it was like this small meet too. So my coach is like over here like yelling at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, am I still competing? He's like, yeah. I'm like, alrighty. And then I like competed my routine. It was fine. And I remember like hitting everything, stuff to dismount.
Was everyone just like, what just happened?
Yeah, I gave everyone a heart attack, including myself.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of your head coach, Chris Waller?
He's like a dad. He's a second dad.
Oh, that's
That's what I
nice.
think. Like, he really has your best interests. Like, you as a person. He really cares about you as a person. And then, like, you the athlete second.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, you're
I
watching
love
this.
Fred.
What's the most annoying thing about you?
What I just did.
What?
I clear my throat a lot.
Really?
I go, yeah.
I've never noticed.
Really?
No.
I think that's the most annoying thing. I also tend to just, like, make noises randomly.
So cute
I don't
though.
know.
That's not annoying though.
Yeah.
Not to me at least, but.
Maybe some people are just like,
I love it.
Oh, what is a sport you don't understand?
any sports that involve a ball. Actually, I don't understand rugby at all.
Rugby?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the ball gets thrown backwards.
Uh-huh.
That's
a sport
confusing.
that I don't understand.
Because it's football and soccer mixed, right? Because they can kick it, but they don't wear pads.
I don't know.
Oh,
They
you're
kick
guessing.
it? I don't know.
They can, they're allowed to kick it. So that's
Okay.
like the difference between like football at least, but then they don't wear pads.
Yeah, I don't know. That's confusing.
Name 3 things to describe yourself.
Happy. Happy. Sparkles. Berries. Happy sparkle berries. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much me.
Thanks Abby for playing, let's be honest.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
That's fun.
Alright guys, thanks for watching another episode of The Honestlee Show. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit that bell button, and we will see you guys soon. Bye!
Bye.
Bye! You guys did it.
Plot twist.
Oh my goodness.
What if I just flew out of the video?
But then you hear like
It was like,
the harp and it's like
Yeah.
I've never seen this fairy dust.
yeah,
And, like,
you have
it's
to bring it
fun.
next time.
Okay, I'll bring it this time. Like throw it up and then I'll fly away.
And then she flies away. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the way she's gonna exit next
Yeah.
time.
See, you guys can learn skills even when you're 21.
One.
Woo!
I'm a lady.
There's no-
I'm a lady.
She's a woman.
I'm a woman. I still feel like I'm 12.
Say we all are.
Yeah, we all are.
I'm like unicorns,
Young.
fairies, sparkles. Like you're 21. Yeah. A long plane ride, so you can study on the plane, or we have set out like study. So it's like
snorting.
My nose.
All I hear is
You're trying to like put your foot over something, but like quietly, you're like.
That's funny because I was like, oh, stop it. Like, it wasn't funny, but then you're laughing at me. I thought she did hear it.
Like, yeah, I studied. It's funny.
I'm sorry, I just heard.
So I'm shocked you kept it in because I would have been like, girl, get yourself together.
I forgot the question.
Time management while traveling.
Yeah.
Traveling.
By traveling. We're going traveling. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Get your stuff together.
We need to take 5.
Wait, no. How does it go?
Cut. Cut. Cut.
No, action.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh. Like, sorry.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I'm not fluent in this language.
You would be like the animal collector.
Yeah.
Just start singing and just like all the animals would come to you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Yeah. Like, line turns. Line turns. Line turns.
what's the most no
What's going on?
Savi should just have her own
Cue me
show.
find way.
Aw.
Aww.
That's the team.
That was cute.